Welcome back to Easy Spirit 101. Happy Friday. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Let's do a Divine Collective reading. See what you guys need to know at this time. What does Divine Collective need to know? Someone here, whatever you're going through, whatever you're dealing with, you have like a secret guardian or secret protector in the background. Somewhere in the background of a situation, or whatever this is, someone here is protecting you, currently going to protect you in a situation. Something like that here is going on. This is kind of giving me like you're someone who you have a close relationship with God, and someone, God, like whoever, God has sent someone into your situation in the background. Like this person is hidden. This person, no one understands or sees who this is for what they really are, which is someone else who is faithful and loyal to God, is unintentionally, they might not even be aware of it, but they're protecting you in a situation. I don't know why I keep picking up the beach. Something about the beach is significant. Maybe someone is from the beach. Someone's from the ocean, or a ocean from the ocean. Someone's from like an ocean town. Maybe someone's a water sign. I don't know. I'm really getting that somebody thought they would do something that would be a game over for you, game over in your life, in your situation, but they didn't know what they were up against. They thought maybe they were bringing out the big dogs, but really compared to who or what they're up against when it comes to your spiritual protection, this could be the dang karmic couple keeps coming out. So maybe a karmic couple here was doing this. You made something like tiddlywinks out of I don't know what's up with that. Someone here could be like older. I don't really, I had to look that up one time, and that's like a old game, really old game. Someone here might be an older individual and they played with that game when they were younger. Someone here didn't expect you to make it. This is like child's play out of this game. Oh, that reminds me. That's coming through for this message. For a minute there, I was picking up them old horror movies, Chucky. Someone here, I'm literally getting like Chucky's bride. Someone in this karmic connection or karmic couple is like the bride of Chucky. I mean, not literally, but that's someone's ancestors are joking that that's who someone is dealing with here. What you're up against. I never watched those movies, so I don't totally know what it means to be dealing with the bride of Chucky, but I can imagine. Someone here might have been trying to harm you through gossip. There is such a thing of, and I don't know if it's considered voodoo or something, but there is such a thing of someone utilizing mass amounts of misinformation, gossip, hearsay, negativity to manipulate other people's beliefs, because the belief is very important in our experience here. So for instance, if somebody has got this many people to believe something really terrible about you, it could start actually affecting or afflicting someone's energy in a way, whether you realize it or not. Really like a kind of black magic, so to speak, which has been coming through a lot for some of you in Divine Collective, unfortunately. that some individuals actually do stuff like that. And some of you have been you've been up against that. This effing monkey keeps coming out. I don't know who this is, but this is not a good person. Whoever this person is, I don't have a good feeling about them. And whoever it is, they're giving me like ringleader vibes. There could even be, out on a limb here, and I'm going to say this very vague because, again, unfortunately, I do have people who watch this channel and I'd rather they didn't. And by the way, you delete comments, I can still see the comments. So there's that. Out on a limb here, this is kind of, let's use an office for an example, okay? Let's use an office, or even like a larger body of something, a corporation or something. This is kind of giving me like someone here who has dark intentions, keeps going and saying something or trying to stir something up or doing something with someone here that they are like, they're not your friend kind of thing. That's how it's coming through. Someone keeps feeding information to someone, thinking that they're causing someone harm. I guess this is for Divine Collective, or someone is a part of this, or this is connected to some karmic couple, karmic marriage in some way. Maybe you were in a karmic marriage and you had to get away from someone. I could even be talking to a Divine Masculine and you were married to the Bride of Chucky. Someone here was definitely a hidden enemy for someone. And what's funny is, again, back to this like protector in this someone here in secretly protecting you or something like this. This person is actually a hidden enemy to someone here who actually has really dark, evil intentions, or something they're trying to do is very, very dark, very evil. Karma, someone here is trying to avoid karma. Someone here is trying to avoid some sort of karma that's coming towards them. This gratitude card keeps coming out. Maybe this is what you're being guided to do. Or someone here, there's something like an illusion. Maybe someone walks around with this here. This is coming out in this energy. Someone here might have even, I'm kind of getting a mocking energy off of this determined gossip situation as well, but really you're on the right path. You're on the right path. And then someone here might have been dealing with a person, a partner, a person connected to a partner who appears to be like, I'm very grateful. I'm thankful for my life. I thank God. But this person's actually a hidden enemy. They do cruel things in the dark. That's something that's been coming out as well for some of you in Divine Collective. That someone has the appearance, and this person thinks no one sees what they're doing. But that's not true. God is always lurking in the corners. Even if you don't believe in him, it doesn't mean that he's not there. It doesn't mean that no one saw what you did. A lot of people who don't believe in God think that, but the truth is you have free will in this experience. The only difference is when you start asking and inviting your angels, your protection, God to steer your journey, things start to look very different for different people. But you still, all of us, whether you believe in God, whether you don't believe in God, we all have free will. But at the end of the day, the universal law, universal energy is very karmic in nature. Your intentions and your beliefs also often will come back to you. Someone here who does this, like determined gossip, they understand what it means to believe, how important what you believe is. This is why they were spreading false information specifically for someone. There's some sort of hidden intention, hidden intention to tempt someone was part of what was done behind the scenes. Or this, again, this part of this person's lifestyle. This person engages in a lot of temptation, or whatever is considered for different people. Temptation can be different things for different people. The devil knows you best. The devil knows what to dangle in front of your face. You're coming out as a spiritual warrior against something. Someone here might have even been trying to do something when it comes to manipulating energy to dangle some sort of temptation in front of your face. But you're healing somehow, and they can't believe this. The underlying hidden intention eventually was to take something from you. Theft, whether it's money or something that was very valuable. Coming out on top of hidden enemy. Running with the devil. Whoever this person is, they're very dark and they think they get away with it. But something here, you're in your justice. Like there's hidden karma coming in. I keep getting for a female. This could be this monkey who's a female. This person was messing with you. Someone specific here in Divine Collective. Someone was messing with what you do for work. And part of their karma is they may be losing a job that they had for a very long time. That came through in another reading, but my power has been flashing off and on today, so because of the weather. So I started over, but this is very similar energy to that. So that's going on for someone specifically. Protection. Someone here was coming up against you with all they had, thinking they were going to ruin you or take something from you or steal something from you. And they didn't realize who they were messing with. This is very much like a spiritual battle. Someone here is going through a spiritual battle. I keep looking at this karmic couple. I don't know if you're up against a karmic couple or you were once upon a time in a karmic couple. Yeah, someone here might have wanted to steal or make you lose your divine inheritance. As well as someone here is an air sign. There's a lot of people involved in this situation. I don't know if these are individuals in the group on a receiving end of this like gossiping, determined gossip energy or what it is. But there's a lot of people involved, whether they're actively doing something in a situation or they're just on the receiving end of some sort of false information. Yeah, their confirmation. Spreading some sort of false information, creating an illusion around you. Here we have the Seven of Cups. Also, I feel like someone here was doing something to try and confuse you. They were trying to confuse you. Maybe they think they did confuse you. But again, there's something going on about like things that are hidden. There's people who are doing ill-intended things that are hidden, as well as there's kind of workers of the light. There's like God's people down in the battleground that they're also being kept hidden. You can't tell who and what they are until something goes so far. I'm kind of getting whoever has this Queen of Swords energy, maybe they thought you were confused. There's like a very strong energy of mocking. There's like a mocking, bullying off of this, whoever this is for. Someone here didn't realize enlightenment. You're someone who's very enlightened. Again, more hidden energy. Let's see what it is. Eight of Cups. Someone here might have been lying about walking away from you, or there could be a lie about who walked away from who left who hanging, or who left who in a vulnerable situation. Again, someone with a sharp tongue created a strong illusion around someone in Divine Collective, and now they're receiving towers. They might not even realize This could be upcoming energy for some of you. Either this has already happened or someone knows this is happening and they're avoiding it, but the Tower is coming in. There is karma coming for certain individuals, especially if you're someone's been messing with your work. Whether you're the divine masculine or this could be someone's boss here. Maybe someone had to protect themselves from a boss or a prominent figure. Yeah, this person could have said they had some sort of position of power, or this is someone's boss and they have multiple, like a whole group, a whole third-party group of chatter. Lots and lots of chatter in this energy. Somehow certain individuals are using chatter to manipulate or change a situation, change an outcome, or for someone even specifically, create so much distraction and confusion and distress and chaos around you and what you have going on. Then they can sneak in the back and take something here with the hidden enemy, and it's buried in here. Again, that's what we're talking about. Someone sneaking in a back and taking something. We had money theft out there. There it is. Someone wants to create a lot of chaos and sneak in the back and steal something in the process. Freaking confirmation, 7 of Swords. This is the card of I'm sneaking in the back and stealing something. Look at this. Look at this guy's shadow. It's like a home monster right there. This person is an actual monster. Like that's their shadow. Someone here may operate out of their shadow energy. This could even been, for those of you, unfortunately, somewhere in there, someone has definitely had like a soulmate or something. Fell off some sort of journey with someone in the divine collective. And it has come up more than once that this person like refused to do shadow work. Something like this, this person's shadow has like consume them. They operate out of their shadow side now. That's confirmation for somebody. Yep, 6 of Swords. Again, 6 of Swords. Michael rowed the boat ashore. Some of you very specifically have very strong protection in the spirit. You have a blessing coming in as well. Whatever was taken from you or even attempted to be taken from you is coming back. 10 of Cups on the bottom. 6 of Coins, 10 of Cups. So a strong message coming through for this reading. The individuals think they're doing something sneakily or hidden as well, and they don't believe in God and think maybe that you believe in God is a really big joke. Excuse me. And God thinks it's a big joke too. So lots of things are coming in hidden for this situation. Two can play at that game is what's coming. What is coming here? Somehow someone thinks that they were going to do something to you, or they did something to you, or they're about to do something to you, and somehow you're still being rowed to safety. You and your family are safe. Family is very important in this situation with the 10 of Cups. Someone here might actually have a Chinese zodiac sign of the dog, just because it's been popping up quite a bit. This could have been what they were trying to do, was intended for you to quit moving forward. Again, confirmation on the dog here. There could even be more than one person with the Chinese zodiac sign of the dog, but someone here has upright energy and someone here is not. What I say earlier about you and your enlightenment. Torch. spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. This is giving me justice here, which I do believe came out earlier. And again, whatever was taken from you or whatever someone was trying to take from you is going to come back to you. And again, this is just a strong energy of something's coming into balance. There's karma at play. There's hidden karma coming in both directions, and something's going to be precise and exact. Not one person involved in a situation is going to be curious what and why something turned out the way that it did. Right, you will be playing a different role. That's kind of what I'm talking about here. Certain individuals may have thought that they were more powerful, that they were more sneaky, they were more something here. And God's going to come in and put the hat on you and say, I saw everything you tried to do. Someone here might have put a wedge in between something. Someone might have tried to sneak around the back and block something that is owed to you or belongs to you. Someone might have done this. It could have been an ex-partner and did this out of anger. Or a group of it. Again, there's someone here. This ex-partner had like a whole group of people here that they gathered because they felt angry about something. Let's see. Let's get final messages for Divine Collective. What does Divine Collective need to know? I open right up to Guardian Angels. Again, confirmation. Your boat is rowed ashore. That's part of something that is hidden in this situation, or was hidden, or it's even happening. I'm really getting it's happening now, but whoever this group was or is, something's over for a group. Something's over for a group, whether they've realized it currently or not. Is something's already happening like under their nose. That you are safe, you are protected, you are watched over. What did I say? This is like a spiritual battle for some of you. And this here, we had to touch on this briefly. This could have been someone's like partner here that did not learn their lessons, which, by the way, Hangman has been coming out quite a bit in collective readings recently. So a cycle could be wrapping up when it comes to you and an ex-partner, or someone who once upon a time was like a soulmate, or even for some of you, it has come through more than once. Some of you have dealt with or experienced a divine counterpart who fell off the journey. And this is how, and this is why. Because they fell into temptation, they rejected a spiritual awakening, or even had one but continued to do, not change their behavior or whatever this is, especially when it comes to having faith. This person like refused. This could be someone here who God put themselves and miracles and all kinds of like synchronicities and signs and everything in front of this person's face. And this person still refused to have faith and believe and trust. Or a whole group of people, right? Because it was coming out earlier that something about your faith is being mocked. This could be a whole group of people who don't really believe. They don't actually believe in God. Certain individuals, certain individuals, and not that there's anything wrong with that, especially if you're a good person, but the group of individuals in this here are not a good, they're not. There's like very terrible, hidden, dark intentions. But certain individuals like these particular individuals pride themselves on, like the kind of person who prides themselves on not believing in God. Like that makes them cool, or something like, I don't believe in God, haha, my life is more fun because I don't believe it, something like that. one or multiple people in this group or a group, or even this emperor here who fell off or refused to have some sort of awakening, is the type of person who prides themselves, wears like a badge of honor that they don't believe in God, fell into a spiritual battle with you. This journey might have been very difficult for you. You had to pump yourself up to keep going in a situation, but you're receiving a special kind of victory in the end here. There's something going on about this monkey. I still can't tell. Or whoever this person, this hidden leader, this hidden, this hidden protector is going to show themselves to a monkey. Either that is the monkey or they're going to show themselves to the monkey. I really keep getting a bad energy off of someone who has that sign when it comes to a specific situation. Just because you have the Chinese zodiac sign of the monkey and you're a good person, that's what I'm trying to get at. That's not for you. That's not you in this like group in this Seven of Swords and all this stuff. Yeah, you're being this role here. You're about to be playing a different role. It's kind of like whoever was using some sort of position of authority or position of power to manipulate a situation. That's the roles that are going to be reversed. You're going to be the one who ends up having a position of power, a position of authority, whereas other individuals might end up going through a very strong, very memorable. It keeps coming out like when these individuals, or as these individuals get karmic lesson based on what was done here to you, especially because it was done in the dark. Like, Spirit is angry about all the sneaking in the dark. And that's what I'm getting again. Kind of like someone here, for instance, imagine if you have like a political body. This is like a political group, okay? And someone in here plays dirty and they do dirty, evil, dark, crime, scummy politics. And the other one over here really stands on their word. They stand on integrity. They mean what they mean. I'm getting that going on in someone's situation wherever these two individuals were coming towards each other. Someone here was feeding information to someone they shouldn't have been feeding information to. Someone here had a false sense of being a leader, and someone here is a true leader in God's eyes. Or even like if it's a company or something, you've got two bosses, and one is like the grimy, scummy boss that does like dark, dirty, underhanded things, and the other one is actually in the upright. They're a good leader, but the two can't see each other for who they are, for who they really are. That's what I'm getting here. That's someone in a situation like that. You are safe and protected because of that. Someone here may not even realize. They don't even realize, again, the karma coming in. Really, someone was trying to avoid karma, possibly someone's past partner, but someone else in the group does not see that there's karma coming towards them for something they tried to do in the dark. This could have been the individual who is kind of sneaking in the background of all the chaos to try and steal something or affect something or block something. Yeah, abundance here. You're still getting some sort of victory. Whatever was trying to be stopped or blocked for you, if anything, the more that this has happened to you, the more intense it's been, the more times it happens, the more you're going to receive in return. So be open and be aware of that. Any final messages, please, for Divine Collective? What do you guys need to know about this cycle wrapping up? This is very, very specific and not for everybody, but someone here might have actual like ties or connections to some sort of federal body of intelligence. Let's put it that way. I'm going to put it that way. And speaking on that energy, that's not going to pertain to everybody, but if that does pertain to your particular situation, I'm also getting in whatever this was about. There is a what is it, like a mole or something? There's someone in a situation that like I think it's called a mole, like feeds information from the inside. Sorry, I don't watch a lot of like drama cop show things. Final messages, please, for Divine Collective. Yeah, created. This is my Three of Pentacles cards, which very, very much is my card of teamwork with spirit. Especially look at this. Look at these angels working with her to teach her something, to grow something with her, to do something significant. Someone here, you may be in your North Node and you can't be touched as long as you are working in your North Node. You need to trust as this cycle wraps up that everything's going to be fine, especially with whatever this is, your creation. Someone here might have been trying to do something to block your job, your creation, what you're co-creating with spirit. You're in your purpose. You have every right to do whatever it is that you're doing. Confirmation. Some of you might have a change in direction coming in the near future because of this situation, but it's not not in a bad way, and it's not going to be what you think. It's just a change in direction. It could even be a literal change in direction. Yeah, a fresh start. This is giving me something very karmic here, so do not forget to, at the end of the day, forgive everyone who was involved. Some of you, this has something to do with your own family member. Or for instance, if this had something to do with like someone who once upon a time was a soulmate, they fell into the wrong crowd, they fell off, they didn't do the work, whatever it is. They refused to enlighten, they refused to grow and change. This is why this could be coming out here as family. Again, family is very important in a situation. This could even be someone's family battling someone else's family. That's confirmation for somebody. Someone here is a Taurus and they operate out of a negative energy here, or has a strong Taurus placement. This person, whoever this is, who's a karmic Taurus, possibly feminine, they have a very serious heart chakra blockage, and that is why they choose to, coming through specifically, choose to do the things they do, take the actions they do. 33:44 on the clock, so that's kind of a very significant message for someone. I hope you guys got some sort of confirmation, clarity out of this reading, or you just enjoyed the reading. I will see you again next time.